What's up guys, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to show you how to fit in Roadblocker Hard 5 when using clubs. It's actually pretty doable if you have been following some meta styles. And I feel like if you don't have Hana, it will be impossible right now. She is the most important character of this setup. I am using her with the Rear Guard Focus formation to improve my intelligence of Paulus since he is my debuffer. I also brought in the Earth Bouquet Mole, because this one has a high intelligence. The other one that has high intelligence is far based, and I gave it to Will so that he can do more damage. Now, Tatyana is also super important to do damage here. I have the damage dealer version and inherited extraordinary spoon bending. It's better to use this one as inheritance because it also buffs status, even intelligence, that can help always land the stun. If you have a version of Will that has Seismic Strike, the Christmas style, you can use him as your stunner, but I don't have, so I had to do what I could. I also brought Maria. This Maria is better because she has Light Blast Ceremony and can inherit Golden Dragon Dance to use. If you don't have this Maria, you can use the past one because all you need is Golden Dragon Dance. And Light Blast Ceremony just makes it a little easier, but you have to decide the cycle of your rotation. And I guess that's it. I cannot think too much about characters that will be able to replace those. Some people said that they use it Summer or Lette in order to win. I don't have her, so I cannot help. The trick is to debuff a lot of Will via Paulus passive. Everyone that uses indirect attacks will be debuffing intelligence and Will via impair measures, and that really helps. It triggers up to 2 times per character, and although Will debuffs are removed every 3 turns, they still stay between turns even through decay, and that helps stun. I'll be explaining step by step what you need to do. And talking about equipments, it's easy. You just have to defend versus physical types in Shadow, and as you can see, all of my characters had at least 35 points of resistance for each. Let's go. Okay, so this fight's actually pretty easy, but there's just one problem: RNG by attack order. I believe it's good to start with Decorate Whisk. This will decrease damage taken by quite a lot. We can also use Light Blast Ceremony. And then we will be using Flame Bullet, top 1. And then Seismic Strike, with Tatyana using her Healing Beat for now. We will attack the top 1 first because it will apply Will debuffs when we are using indirect attacks. Like, for example, Will attacks are indirect. It will apply Will debuff, and that slowly adds up to apply stun. Decorate Whisk. First hit is always strong. 2 AoEs already triggers all passives for Hana. Light Blast Ceremony will give us a lot of effects on turn 2 onwards. We will not be taking that much damage, even if we don't use Decorate Whisk on turn 2. He attacked the top 1 twice. That's great, because we need to debuff Will. Will debuffs will be decayed, but by turn 3 they will be fully removed. Let's see what happens in this turn though. We cannot use Decorate Whisk because of lack of BP. And this is time to use Golden Dragon Dance and pray for Paulus to attack after other characters. You could use Flame Tear to buff intelligence, but I don't think in this turn we need. So I will be using Flame Hell and Seismic Strike. Tatyana will target the bottom one. I believe she's a little slow, so if we start debuffing the bottom one a little, it will help. The most important thing is that Maria attacks before Paulus, because she will be buffing intelligence. Deflect, I knew. I like when we get hit by 2 AoEs. All effects trigger, damage is improved, and all of that. Okay, Maria went first. That probably guarantees a stun on the top one. Yes, it worked. And now we made a combo even. That's great. Maybe we will chase the bottom one. That would be amazing. Now chase the top one. And now all of our attacks will be targeting the bottom one. And you can use Flame Trio to try to stun in this turn, because it's hard to stun on turn 3. We will be doing that. Have to use Golden Dragon Dance again. Flame Trio. Sadly, Will is not on Overdrive to guarantee that he goes first. We should not use Overdrive with Tatyana because this decreases her damage output by way too much. Let's pray that it works, but if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. We can still take LP damage on this turn. Be another AoE, so that I have extra effects from. Okay. He did not stun. Especially because he didn't attack before Maria. You could restart this to guarantee that this happened, but I am not going to. Especially because Will could not buff on Overdrive. If he had, that would guarantee that. Let's accept that LP damage. But then on turn 5 we have to stun both enemies. Flame Tree wasted. 0 damage, but 4 LP damage. Now, we shall use the Accurate Whisk, another Light Blast Ceremony, and then Flame Hell, Cosmic Strike, and Extraordinaries. Boom. It's good to cycle the enemies to try to apply the Will debuffs again. If you're using Will as your stunner, I don't think you need that behavior. But Aldous is my debuffer and stunner. Since everyone is on Overdrive, I don't think we can miss stun on this next turn, but we'll see. We will be using both Maria, Will, and Hana to improve our chances of stunning. The Accurate Whisk, Golden Dragon Dance. Maybe the top a little. Flame Trio, because that buffs intelligence. Don't overdrive with Paulus. Don't overdrive with Tatyana. And let's go. We will do that again on turn 8 when we need to stun both once more. On turn 7 we will have to stun the top one. Damage is finally improving. 500,000 per hit. Enemies are getting close to 50% HP. We need to kill one if possible. See that we stunned both. Was expected. You also do more damage when you stun the enemy. It would have been better for Tatyana to attack after, but what can you do? We don't need to use the Accurate Whisk in this turn, because On the end of this turn, they will remove all wheel debuffs, so you can simply save and use Lack Rush or Shock Lake Present. I don't think we need Shock Lake Present, so I will just focus. Oh, the bottom one has less HP, so let's focus on that one. Actually, no. We have to focus on the top one because that's the one that we need to stun. Sorry. Turn 7, I will need to stun this one. Although, doesn't really matter, we will lose the debuffs I just said. Some of Maria effects are gone now. That's why the damage was high. But we heal with 3 characters here. Hana, Maria, and Tatyana. If you get overdrive with Will or Maria, it would have been better to wait for turn 8. We'll see. Now everyone should focus the top one. Decorate Whisk, Golden Dragon Dance. I can use Flame Trio now, and then Flame Trio again. Would have been better if we was on overdrive to guarantee that he goes before Paulus, and Paulus doesn't do anything crazy like going before everyone else. Does that sometime. Oh, Tatyana went first. This certainly helps. Remember that she buffs as well. Buffs intelligence too. Flame Trio, buff intelligence for everyone. Likely guarantee the stun. It did. Even before Maria. Now, that's amazing because I will be able to buff with both Maria and Will and Hana. So we can stun the bottom one, I believe. Actually, we have to stun both, right? But it's good to focus on the one that's dying. The one that's dying is the bottom one. So Decorate Whisk, Overdrive, Golden Dragon Dance. Then Flame Trio, Overdrive. Seismic Strike and Extraordinary Spoon. These will guarantee stun to both targets. On turn 9, you will have some extra effects, both offensive and defensive effects. It will take more time to kill them. But we are getting close to the end of the fight anyway. Both were stunned, as expected. By the end of turn 9, they will lose all of their wheel debuffs. This is a turn where we just focus on doing damage somehow. Decorate Whisk again. Just keep using your best, but this time Flame Hell. One will die. Have to. On turn 10, the bottom one will need to be stunned, but it will not survive. Turn 10, I can use full overdrive with everyone. That I am pretty sure it will be the last turn. Also, by turn 9, they start choosing double strikes and all of these things. Even then, we still have protection. Miss. This is interesting. We got a combo with all the 4 delayed characters. Amazing. Auto one is dead. Dead. Sadly, not everyone is on overdrive. I don't need to stun in now, so it's a guarantee that we won. Instead of Seismic Strike, take that Word Crasher that deals more damage. And I still managed to use Tatyana's Q3 every single turn. That's because Maria helped it. Without this Maria, you have to be a little more creative. You only have the fast one. Maria buffing. 4 buffs. Maybe Paulus will do the last blow. Or will. Will be funny. I'm not so sure. We'll need some Jesus Paulus. Ah, he did not. Oh gosh. Then let's overdrive here. Goodbye. Well, that's also the end of the video. It was a tough fight because I was knowing what to do here and there, and I needed to have at least Paulus and Tatyana and Hana. I guess the other ones are a little more interchangeable, but it's very restricted to specific banners. If you can copy this strategy, that will help, but I'm not so sure how many people can beat this on release. But anyway, this is the end of the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Click the like button. It certainly helps the channel keeps growing. Don't forget to join our Discord server where we talk about Romancing SaGa Universe every day, but also other RPGs. So, I hope to see you soon in the next video or live stream. Goodbye.